Hello all, Matt Murray here, and welcome to the first and only episode of Jeff Bezos, the author of Amazon. In this podcast, I'm going to be telling you about the history of a shopping website that we all know and love, and that is always there anytime an inconvenience may come, and we need emergency supplies, food, clothes, Christmas present, anything you can think of. Before we can talk about Amazon and the company itself, we've got to talk about the main man himself, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is one of the richest people in the world, and other than Amazon, is the owner of the Washington Post and his own space exploration program, Blue Origin. He was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, on January 12, 1964. His mother was at that time a teenager, and was married to Bezos' original father for less than a year. Jeff Bezos' original name was Jeff Jorgensen, but when his mother remarried his stepfather 4 years later, and his stepfather adopted him, hence his last name being changed to Bezos. This stepfather was Mike Bezos. But enough about his super early life. Let's get to the good stuff. He showed a great interest in computers and how things work in general as he grew older. He turned his garage into his own workspace and tinkered with and created various electrical contraptions and components as he grew up. It was during high school when his love for computers grew and ever expanded, and was also when he started his first business. This business was the Dream Institute, which was an educational summer camp. He moved into the business world soon after graduation, and one of his first jobs was a very successful one. In 1990, after moving up in the ranks, he became the investment firm D.E. Shaw's youngest vice president. It was later on, though, in 1994 when his online shopping career began. It was in this year that he quit his job to open his first online market, a bookstore. That's right, before Amazon sold all the things that we know and love that it sells today, it was just a bookstore. This bookstore was put online on July 16, 1995, and Jeff Bezos never even changed the name of the website. It was always just Amazon. Months prior, during the coding of the website, employees began to help Jeff Bezos code in his garage. When things got too tight, they shifted operations to an apartment building. The success of Amazon right off the bat was absolutely insane. Amazon was marketing books to the US and 45 other foreign countries within just the first month of its opening. After 2 months, with sales skyrocketing, the revenue grew even greater than it was before to an astounding $20,000 a week. Now, this may seem like nothing compared to the revenue of most companies these days, but for a company with no press promotion that just started out, and considering that this was one of the first and only shopping websites at the time, it is absolutely astounding. This, however, was not the end for Amazon. It kept getting bigger and bigger, with it supporting more and more products day by day. It went from an online bookstore to one of the biggest online retailers in the world at that time, having more sales than the companies whose products he was selling were. This was all online, mind you. At the end of its first year in 1995, the yearly sales was $510,000 in all, and that's amazing as is. But in 2019, after 24 years, Amazon had made $280.5 billion. That is an extremely large number. If that does not go to show you how successful of a company Amazon was and still is, then I don't know what will. Amazon continued to grow and expand, and began to offer Amazon Prime as another function for people to use. At the end of 2018, not too long ago, Amazon announced that their subscriber number for this Amazon Prime had exceeded 100 million people, which speaks for itself how much people love and support this company. Before the end of that year, in September 2018, Amazon's value exceeded $1 trillion. And it was the second company to ever do that, and ironically was just 2 weeks after the first company, Apple. Products, however, aren't the only thing that Amazon supports and carries either. The company is very diverse and offers many different things. Many of its other services and businesses branches include Amazon Instant Video, Prime Video, Amazon Studios, which is a movie production company, the Kindle along with the Kindle e-reader, Amazon Drones, in other words, Amazon Prime Air, which delivered packages by drone, Fire Phone, which was an Amazon phone, but it wasn't very successful and was discontinued, and finally the Whole Foods grocery chain, which the company bought for $13.7 billion in 2017. Along with all these other things, Amazon also purchased the video game streaming platform Twitch in 2014 for $970 million. Amazon and all the companies and features that it supports and works with are ever growing and changing, and I cannot wait to see how this company and everything it is affiliated with looks in, say, 10 years. The company was and is extremely successful, as we can see from its $280.5 billion in sales that I mentioned earlier. This number that looks so large now will probably be minuscule to what it will be then. As long as Jeff Bezos doesn't give up on his company, then I don't think our world will either. To conclude, thank you Jeff Bezos and everyone that is affiliated with Amazon for the amazing service that you provide to every family around the world. It is a very useful resource and supplies us with everything that we will need in a dire time of need. Thank you, the listener, for tuning in today and listening to me talk about Amazon and Jeff Bezos both. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and thanks again, Jeff Bezos.